All right, we are back for the part 2 of the Peardeck. So we found the x and the y-intercept, and now we want to plot these 2 points. Now I made a mistake here, as we can see, because we have our x-intercept, which is at 3, comma 0. So we go to the right 3. Our y-intercept, though, is at 0, comma 9, which was totally my mistake because I did not give us a big enough, tall enough graph. I can extend this if you want to try and do this on your end as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's silly, but there's our y-intercept up here at 0, comma 9. And when we're connecting our lines like so, giving ourselves those arrows, there is our graph. Beautiful. Sorry about that. It happens. We all make mistakes, even me. Especially me, all the time. When you're all set, you can push ahead to slide 7. We're going to do another one. Hopefully we don't fall into the same problem. I don't think we will, though. Okay, so we have our equation up at the top, negative 4x plus 8y equals 16. We're going to find the x-intercept first, which means we set y equal to 0. So we have negative 4x plus 8y. So this is 8 times 0 equals 16. Once we do that, this cancels out to 0. So you don't always have to write that step if you see how it's going to cancel out. That's great. You can just start off with writing negative 4x equals 16. We're going to divide both sides by negative 4. And we get x equals negative 4. Now this is the x-coordinate of our x-intercept. So here is our x-intercept at negative 4, comma 0. Okay? To find the y-intercept, we are going to set x equal to 0. So we have negative 4 times 0 plus 8y equals 16. So again, this first part where we plug in 0 is going to cancel out. That's always going to happen in standard form. So we can just go ahead and write 8y equals 16. Divide both sides by 8. And we get y equals 2. So here's our y-intercept at 0, comma 2. Boom. We have plotted our 2 points, and now we're going to use the line tool to connect them. And here is our function. Perfect. That's the line negative 4x plus 8y equals 16. Has a y-intercept of 2 and an x-intercept of negative 4. Okay. Once you're all set, when you have that all graphed, you can push ahead to slide 8. We're going to do it again, practicing the same thing. So for the x-intercept, we are setting y equal to 0. So if y gets set equal to 0, this is just going to cancel out. So we'll just have 3x equals negative 9. Divide both sides by 3, and we get x equals negative 3. That's our x-intercept. See, this is the great thing about standard form is we find these points super, only like, 2-step equations. They're pretty simple. For the y-intercept, we set x equal to 0. So that is just going to go away. But make sure to keep that negative in front of the negative 9y equals negative 9. We're going to divide both sides by that negative 9, so we get y by itself. Negative 9 divided by negative 9 is 1. So here's our y-coordinate and y-intercept at positive 1. And then we can draw our line. Put those arrows on the end of your line. And there's our graph. Okay. When you're all set, push ahead to slide 9. So I gave you a little teaser as to what this looks like a few slides back, but we are going to practice now changing from slope-intercept to standard form. Oh, so actually I gave you a little clue of standard to slope-intercept. So this is starting out in slope-intercept form, right? This has a y-intercept of -4 and a slope of 1/3. Up 1/3. Rise over run. If we want to put this in standard form, we want x and y to be on the same side, on that left side of the equation. So I can just subtract this whole term, this 1/3 x, and bring it over to the left side. So we have -1/3 x plus y equals -4. Perfect. Now, the x and the y are on the same side, which is great. To be in proper standard form, we want a, b, and c to be integers. So we have this fraction right now. This isn't bad. This is still okay. We could, find our intercepts easy. But if we multiply everything by -3, we're going to get rid of this fraction and the negative sign. -3 times -1/3 just becomes 1x, right? -3, I can show you this over to the side. If you forget how to multiply fractions, if we have -3 and we're multiplying it by a -1/3, we can think of this as -3/1. And when we multiply across. -3 times -1 is +3. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So this is just a 1x minus a 3y, and that's going to equal -3 times -4 is a +12. So this is the nice proper form where we have integers as our a, b, and c. That is going to allow for easy identification of those coefficients. If you did it and just left it as -1/3 x, that's fine. I won't mark that as wrong, but we want to also see how we can make them integers, okay? Beautiful. Alrighty, let's look at slide 10. So again, we have slope-intercept form of y equals -1/4 x plus 2. If we want to put this into standard form, we want to get this x term on the other side of the equation. It is negative, so because it's negative, we're going to add 1/4 x to both sides. And we have 1/4 x plus y. -1/4 x plus 1/4 x cancels, and we're just left with 2. This is great. If we wanted them to all be integers, to get rid of that 1/4, we just multiply everything by 4. 4 times 1/4 is just x, or 1x. 4 times y is 4y, and 4 times 2 is 8. So these two equations here are the exact same. They're just written with a different multiplier, but they're the same line, same equation. Okay. We got 2 more slides. When you're feeling ready, push ahead to slide 11. Alrighty, let's look at this one. So we have y equals 2x plus 18. If we want to put this in standard form, we want this x term on the other side, right? Because we always want x and y together on the left side of the equation. So to do that, since this is a positive 2x, we would just subtract it on both sides. And we'd get negative 2x plus this y is equal to 2x minus 2x cancels to 0, and we're just left with 18. Great. Okay. And that is our end for slide 11. Push ahead to slide 12. Our grand finale, find the intercepts for the following two examples. Okay. So on the left, and I'm just going to take a line, kind of draw it down the middle of the screen to keep myself organized if you want to do that. If we wanted to find our x-intercepts, we set y equal to 0. Remember. And to find our y-intercepts, we set x equal to 0. So on the left, if we set y equal to 0, this will cancel out, and we just have 6x equals 36. Divide both sides by 6. 36 divided by 6 is 6. There's our x-intercept. Done. On the right, if we set x equal to 0, this will cancel out. 6 times 0 is 0. So we're just left with negative 4y equals 36. Divide both sides by that negative 4. So we just have y equals 36 divided by negative 4 is a negative 9. So our 2 points are 6, 0 and 0, negative 9. That's our x and our y-intercept. I'm going to leave this one over on the right blank. I want you to try this one on your own. I'll be checking your work. So take a second, follow exactly what I did on the left and what we did on the other slides here, and figure out this last example on your own. If you need extra help, if you want to work with me, reach out to me. Check your Schoology emails. I do email some of y'all, so please make sure you respond to me if you get an email from me. Let me know. But if you also want some extra support, reach out to me. I'm here for that. I want to help, so let me know. I will see you all in our next assignment, and take care until then. Chat soon. Bye, friends.